Welcome, welcome, welcome. May 3rd. Migrant Mayhem. DJ Wonder. I am DJ Wonder Chrissy. This is Land Cruiser Midwest. Thank you for joining our daily podcast, live stream, whatever you want to call it. Let's ring the bell. It's a new day. It's a new day. We're here to talk about the migrants today. Yeah, the migrants. We're going to talk New York City. Yep. We are here to talk about migrants and how they're destroying our blue liberal cities. And they're coming to your house soon. This summer, they're going to be out and about looking for free stuff, begging, pleading for anything you got. Expect it, folks. Expect it. It's coming to a town near you. I'm here to tell you that. All right, let's bring the music down. And then I've got some special feature for you here today in the beginning. Thanks for joining. Let's I tell you guys, we're an up and coming channel, okay? And we've got some friends in high places. Maybe not Jelly Belly or Joe Bergen, but we do have some friends in high places, and I'm going to play a few of their endorsements of our channel, Land Cruiser Midwest. They love Land Cruiser Midwest. I'll play a few of them for you, and maybe you can figure out who they are. All right, here's the first one.
Here, like, share, subscribe to the life of Charlie the cat. We all need a little pussy to love every once in a while.
That was from another channel that I have, Life of Charlie the Cat. Let's go to one that we've got here. Let's go to you may know this guy. This guy liked to do things or put things on blue dresses.
Let's go round and eat your butt. Let's go round and eat your butt.
There you go. And how about this guy? I'm sure you guys that watch a lot of TV know this guy.
Bart says be sure to like, share, and subscribe to Land Cruiser Midwest. To me, Wonder Chrissy and Susie Q are the best thing going in Springfield by far.
There you go. Let's see. We got Penny. Penny, it's been a while since we've heard from you. Penny's obviously from Michigan, or she was in Michigan. People asking for money in Traverse City last summer, and they're let's get into what if you want to know what's happening, and it's coming to Chicago. They're New York City. I was just watching a video by our buddy Nick Shirley. Check out his channel on the tube. He's traveling the country with his mother and doing lots of awesome videos. He's got a video out there, 24 hours with a migrant. He interviewed various angles of the migrant issue in New York City. And one of the things I took away from this video is New York City is actively, hugely. Yeah, Penny says she's watching him and Ford Boss Me. Yeah, Ford Boss Me going to be getting married this weekend, I think. I didn't get an invite to Ford Boss Me's wedding, but Penny, I hope you got one. Sounds like it's going to be a great bash, barbecue, all-you-can-eat barbecue. But anyway, we hope to be like Ford Boss Me someday. So like, share, and subscribe. This is the DJ Wonder Chrissy here, bringing you stuff about the migrants and how your tax dollars are evaporating. So anyway, New York City, getting back to New York City and our buddy Eric Adams. He's been in the news lately, but New York City is making a concerted effort in that video that Nick released a couple of days ago. He interviews several migrants, and they've all been given free tickets, free airline tickets to, one was going to Phoenix, Arizona, and I forget where the other individual was going, but the thing is, New York City just instituted a new rule. If you are a single male, you get 30 days in the shelters, and that's it. So you're seeing a lot of pressure on the migrants to leave New York City, and they're giving them free plane tickets to anywhere they want to go. So some of those may be coming to Michigan, Penny. I certainly suspect they're going to be coming to Chicago, because Chicago, in the world of migrants, has a very good reputation for giving out lots of free stuff and being very empathetic, I guess. And Chicago is a place that you want to be at if you can deal with the cold weather. Well, the cold weather is behind us. It's going to start getting nicer here. And another comment on New York City. Nick also interviewed some residents of New York City, and he asked them about the migrants and what was in store next for New York City, and they all agreed that New York City is being pummeled right now by the migrant crisis, and they don't see anything good on the horizon for New York City. One gentleman mentioned that him and his buddies mentioned that New York City is the only place you can make $150,000 a year and live like you're making 60. So those of you who don't realize, living in New York City in the boroughs can get kind of pricey, and your standard of living is not that good, especially if you're not making the $150,000 a year, which in New York City is about what you need to get by. So there you go, an update on what's going on in New York City, and it's not pretty. It's not pretty. He also interviewed a gentleman who they went to one of the police stations in Midtown, and he's saying right now 50 to 70% of all arrests being made out of this Midtown precinct in New York City, downtown, the Manhattan, are migrants. Petty crimes, theft, he says, stabbings. They're starting to get some pew-pews that they think may be related to some of the gangs that have come across the border, but there is a surge or rampant crime element in New York City where people are stealing stuff, clothes, food, you have it. And they're arresting them, and they say it's, New York City has that no bail law like they do here in Illinois and California. Surprise, surprise, right? And they let these people out, and they're supposed to appear, at a future date for a hearing on their crime, and they just don't show up. And these people are using multiple names. You don't know if it's the right name or a real name. And he also mentioned that there's fake IDs being sold in areas in New York City, which we experienced that in Chicago a couple of months ago, where people were buying Social Security cards and all sorts of fake IDs. And it was actually the gangs that were doing that. If you did it, you turned enough robberies for them and brought them enough merchandise, they would give you some fake IDs, which then you could use to try to get yourself a job. So that's what's happening in New York City. So they're trying. I think I heard, New York City's probably got like 170,000 migrants that have been delivered to their front door Chicago, we're still at 40,000 so far. Many of those have found housing, at least for now. But I do hear that there was at least 18,000 last I heard in the Chicago shelters. We have 23 shelters in Chicago at the present time. They haven't been evicting like they had planned because of the measles and the mumps that have been going around a couple of the shelters. I'll be honest with you. I think there's almost like a media blackout on the migrants. It's getting hard to find news reports about the migrants. I'm having to go to alternate sources, and I was told that since January 1st, there's a North Shore suburb called Willmet. We've reported this before. There's an upscale, liberal suburb called Willmet, Illinois, over by Evanston and Northwestern University in that vicinity, just north of that. And they've brought in 70-some buses this year. Come to their community. They have an organized greeting team that meets these buses, and they have boxes of clothing and give them a care package bag and send them on their way down to the landing zone in Chicago. So Willmet has become the official greeting town in Chicago for the migrants from Texas. So, but we'll put a big but on there. The last couple of weeks, the city did pass an ordinance, and you can still drop buses off in Willmet, but you can't do it outside of 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. So you can only drop off the buses of migrants during the day. So I haven't heard much more than that. We'll keep it on our radar as we see what's going on in Chicago with the migrants. It's kind of hush hush. I mean, not seeing much. I guess we're waiting for the spike in crime. I've seen videos. Again, Nick Shirley. Let's check out Nick. I'll show you Nick's channel. Check out his channel. He was in Chicago not too long ago. Let's see if this is it. Let's see here. Let's get over to Nick's channel. Here's Nick's channel. He was in Chicago about a month ago. Where is that video? It's here it is. I investigated the Chicago migrant crisis. He did a great video on that, and one thing I noticed in the background of his video as he walked in the River North area, you could see migrants in the background selling foodstuffs, candy bars, bags of chips. I don't know if they have fruit or anything, but there's a lot of these people that, like, when you come out of the train stations in Chicago, they're sitting on the sidewalks with cardboard boxes full of candy bars and potato chips and things like that are people that are walking by can purchase. So it's yet to be seen what the impact on the Chicago vacation and tourism scene is going to be in Chicago this summer. For those of you that don't know, we're going to have the DNC, the Democrat National Convention, here in August. And further up the road, I believe in July, middle of July, in Milwaukee is going to be the RNC, Republican National Convention. So Susie Q and myself, we spend some time in Milwaukee on a monthly basis checking out Potawatomi Casino for her channel. I'll give her channel a plug. We also put some of the content on this channel called Susie Q Slots. So check out some of her videos. If you're into gambling and slots, you can check out some of her videos. She loves to play slots. But anyway, one of the things we noticed up there when you talk to the people, you know, the residents of Milwaukee, they don't even know what a migrant is. They haven't seen a migrant. So, you know, they're oblivious to what's happening in Chicago. And an interesting thing is, if the migrants really wanted to, they could hop a train. Amtrak runs daily, if not a couple times a day, from downtown Chicago to downtown Milwaukee. So I got a feeling that our Governor Abbott has kept the migrants out of Milwaukee at the urging of higher ups in the GOP party. Just saying. There's probably a reason for that. So there are homeless in Milwaukee, although they've cleaned it up quite a bit. A couple years ago, they had people living under freeways and stuff, and they've finally got a ruling and all that. I think it went to the Supreme Court, you know, because at that time when it was happening in Milwaukee, they had ruled that anyone and their uncle could camp on federal land. So they had people camping under elevated highways and things in the area, which were close to downtown, and it was getting kind of unsightly. So there you go. So Penny seems to be from Michigan. I don't know if they've had a rash of migrants in Michigan. I suspect there may be some flowing to the Detroit area, but she said Traverse. Yeah, I would think the ones that can work would migrate to Traverse. There's probably a big need for housekeeping and in manual labor in the Traverse area, as that's a big vacation spot for people in the Midwest. If you haven't checked out Traverse Bay, Michigan, check it out. They have I think they have a big 4th of July. Oh, you're in Detroit. Grand Rapids is a nice town. I've been to Grand Rapids. I like Grand Rapids. I thought Grand Rapids was a big GOP town. Maybe not, but Grand Rapids is a very nice place to visit. I love their Meyer Gardens there. The downtown with Gerald Ford Museum and burial spot there on the borders of the river. Yeah, you pick cherries in Traverse or Grand Rapids. I bet you it's Traverse. We took the ferry from Milwaukee to Muskegon, I believe. The one from Milwaukee, the newer one. I forget what they call it. The Lake Cruiser or something. I see that should be starting to run in the next couple of days, if not already. So if you guys don't know, it's an easy way to get across Lake Michigan, which is 80 miles, one way across, 80 miles. They have a tri-hole ferry that you can reserve a spot on. It'll take you and your car across the lake in a matter of 2.5 hours. Of course, when you go across, you lose an hour because Michigan is on Eastern Standard Time and Milwaukee's on Central, so you will lose an hour going across, but you'll gain it back when you come across the other way. It was a great trip. We did it probably 15, 20 years ago, but you can still do it today. It's worth the money. It's not cheap. It's like $100 per person to get across. And then your car too, but it saves you time, and hell, you know, all the tolls and stuff you got to pay to get over to Michigan these days through Indiana can be pricey too, especially if you're taking the Skyway through Chicago. But anyway, the traffic between Chicago and Benton Harbor, Michigan can take you at least 2 to 3 hours. If you're not hitting it right. So if you're heading towards Michigan and you're in the Chicago, Milwaukee, or general vicinity there, think about taking the ferry across. All right. So thanks for joining today. We're almost getting towards the end of our Migrant Mayhem blog. Let's give you some more endorsements here. You might know some of these people. They love our channel, and they have said so, and this is proof positive.
All the cast members from Cheers and Taxi say, Land Cruiser Midwest for Susie, you are the best. Even my friend Kirstie Alley says, please like, share, subscribe to Land Cruiser Midwest. Thanks from Danny.
There you go. There's Danny. There's Danny, and let's check with this guy. Come on.
Share and subscribe to the channel taking on the establishment. This channel is going to save our country and the democracy. Vote some patriots in this Trump in 2024.
There you go. That's Homer, and let's check out this guy.
Donald Trump and myself see Land Cruiser Midwest and Sassy to beat any liberal hands down. Mitch McConnell says, all patriots and proud boys, please like, share, subscribe to Land Cruiser Midwest.
There you go. That's the Turtle Man. So let's see if we got any. Oh, here's another one. I bet you guys, you'll see if you know who this guy is.
Like, share, and subscribe to the channel taking on the establishment. This channel is going to save our country and the democracy. Folks and patriots, it is Trump in 2020.
There you go. That is our friend Tucker. Let's see, we got another one.
Donald Trump and myself say Land Cruiser Midwest and Sassy Sue beat any liberal hands down. This is not a conspiracy, it's good stuff. Please like, share, subscribe to Land Cruiser Midwest.
So there you go. There's some people that love our channel and have documented it digitally. And we're proud to be up and coming channel on the tube. We're glad you could join us. We got Dan. Dan, they don't want free tickets to other parts of the country. They want to get everything free in New York. Yeah, the gravy train is kind of run out in New York City. So watch Nick Shirley's video. It's getting dire in New York City. So if you want to get updates on that, other than I gave you today, check out Nick Shirley's video of New York City. And yeah. And Penny says she named her pup after Tucker. That's good. Tucker's got some good videos out there, folks. I was watching some of them a couple of weeks ago, and they were very informative and affirming of what's going on in this country. And check him out. He's got his own. He's on the tube. But he's got his own website too, so check out his video. And here we got one last person here that you may remember, and we love him. He loves us.
Nancy and myself thank Land Cruiser Midwest and Susie. You are the best thing since flavored jelly beans. Please like, share, subscribe to Land Cruiser Midwest. Thanks from Ron.
There you go. That's our buddy Ronnie. And he likes us better than jelly beans. So that's all I have for today, folks. Like, share, and subscribe if you would. It helps us with the algorithm. We've been shadow banned here lately, not getting as many views as I think we should. We're an up-and-coming channel. We love you guys. Thanks to Dan. Thanks to Penny today. Over and out. A shout out to Mofo. Where is Mofo? Mofo, we haven't seen you lady. And virtual reality too, they've been hiding on us. We need you guys to come out. And a shout out to Michael. Hey Michael, we got your back. And Michael's working hard every day at Great Clips, and they got a sale on right now. $12.99 at Great Clips. If you want a great haircut, check them out. They're all over the Midwest. And that's it. I'm done. DJ Wonder Chrissy, Migrant Mayhem, Land Cruiser Midwest, over and out. See ya.